Well, welcome to Queer Zone for another week. I'm Travesty Trav.
I'm Yumi. And I'm Sarah. That's it.
A lovely new volunteer, first time on TV. How's it all going? How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Excellent. Well, we've got so many things to say tonight.
Countless things to say. It was the Melbourne Marching Boys fundraiser, I think, last night.
Absolute fun. It was really good.
And it rocked. It cranked, and there was a bit of boy action there going on. Isn't it shocking?
Something about boys and rhythm, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah. And speaking of fundraisers...
The Bent TV fundraiser. Absolutely have to be there.
It's this Thursday.
This Thursday, 10th of December.
Yeah.
And be there at 7:30 at the Glasshouse. Guys, come along. You've got to be there.
All welcome, and we'll all be there.
Yeah, so including new volunteers.
Yeah. Yes. And if you're just a fresh face, we'll be extra happy to see you. So come on down. Now, excellent. On tonight's show, we have a pretty special guest who's going to be interviewed.
Indeed, I think it's Tracey Bartram.
And we'll also have a pre-recorded open page. Which do you know anything about it?
No, not really. Oh, you never know what's going on here. It's always fun and exciting.
Oh, that's why we love it.
And don't forget the calendar.
Oh, yes, we've got a cartoon extravaganza for people out there who's interested in that sort of thing, a new calendar that's come out. So keep your eyes open for that. And, you know, it's going to be a really wild show today, I have a feeling.
Yes, stay tuned for more action. And I think the hot tip from Sarah is just a quick one. The movie to see at the moment?
Oh.
Or to be avoided?
Maybe 54.
Okay.
Maybe 54.
Oh, well,
still undecided about it.
Yeah. And what's the quick grab on the movie you saw?
Oh, I still know what you did last time. Let's stay away from that. Oh, look, it's trashy, you know.
The preview is really good. I get goosebumps when I see the ad.
Well, I think we're
doing karaoke.
Well, we've got Tracey Bartram coming up. So a great interview. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for this one, I'll tell you.
So stay tuned for after the break.
Is this annoying? This sort of...
Oh, look, I'm so used to people pointing things. It's very phallic, isn't it? Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah. Hello, Tracey. How are you?
Bloody good, Linzi.
Now, you have a new show happening, I believe.
Yes, it's called Discovering My Roots, a musical journey. It's actually a musical show about discovering my musical roots rather than my Dandenong roots.
Oh, because excuse me, my turn. Because when I heard the title, Discovering My Roots, I know that, like, I saw one of my old roots the other night at the Glass House, and I thought, no, I don't want to see you, nor rediscover. So you're not talking about old roots like the Australianism?
No, it's a double entendre. Because, in fact, here's a flyer. Let's hold this up, because, in case you haven't noticed, it's a very bad parody of the Janet Jackson album, but she doesn't have stretch marks or rolls of fat down the side. But this is the body of a real woman with hairy armpits. But unfortunately, the hairy armpits didn't show up.
No, they haven't.
I'm really pissed off, but I'll show you. They're here.
Oh, good. Now, we are crossing over now to Tracey's hairy armpits. Look at that. Will you look at that? Now, I've got to say, Trace, nice bod.
Oh, thanks, Linzi. Are you coming on to me, baby?
No, but I'm just saying, nice bod.
Oh, I don't half fancy you.
See you after the show. Now, it's on at, where's it on at? The Comedy Theatre.
Yes, it's on the Comedy Theatre. Not the Comedy Club, the Comedy Theatre. It's a big thing.
Big thing. It's a big old theatre.
It's a big old theatre, and we've got a 7-piece band, and I've got to tell you why it happened, why this show came about, because I've been doing stand-up comedy for 9 years.
Are you tired? Are your legs sore?
But I can't sit down. But I've always been singing since I was a little kid, since I was at Sunday school singing, Jesus loves me, yes I know. But then I discovered I was Jewish when I was 30, so I don't sing that one anymore. I'm now into Hava Nagila. Anyway.
So it's not Hiram loves me, this I know.
No, it's not. And so, I've been doing song parodies in the show for about 3 or 4 years. And then we did some shows at the Athenaeum, which was the last time I did the interview with Queer Zone. Hello, Nick. And I thought I didn't want to wait another year before we did another stand-up show before I could sing again, because I can only do a show in between radio. I can't do a season during the year. So this is it. This is the only chance you'll get to see this show for another year, because economically we can't do it on the weekends. It's too expensive because there's too many people to pay, and because it's a big production. It's not just a shitty little show with a black back curtain. It's not like there's anything wrong with that, but...
So you have sets, you have glitz,
no, we don't have
glitter,
sets. No, we don't have sets,
no?
but we have a really great lighting design. We've got a 7-piece band. We've got a grand piano.
Oh, heaven.
It's great. And the songs are all songs that I sang when I was growing up. So they're all at least 20 years old, except for the Hunters and Collectors. We do Throw Your Arms Around Me, and we've got a Prince number. And
so tell me some of the numbers that you're going to sing, because they're like those old songs. Are they the ones you used to sing in the back of the bus on a school trip?
No, I was always a school dag. I mean, yes, I was heavily into ABBA. And after meeting Carly this morning on Fox and playing Dancing Queen, but it's like, for Christ's sake, Carly, put on some weight. Sing a decent song. No, all the songs that I sing are things like Mama Cass's Dream a Little Dream, and a lot of John Hyatt stuff. I don't know whether you know John Hyatt, but he wrote a lot of stuff for the Neville Brothers, and some Little Feat, like not your run-of-the-mill, I'm sorry all you dancing boys, you're going to go, fuck, what is this shit? But they're sort of torchy songs without being maudlin, and they're all good melodies, and there's a reason behind every single song that's being there. Every single one was something happening in my life, or I was across the road singing to my hairbrush at Rosalie's house. And just, it is a musical journey, because I'm such a kid of the 60s. I just used to watch the hit parade and watch all these fantastic singers, and it's such a big part of me. So a lot of people are going, oh, you're just another wannabe singer, but I've been singing since I was a little kid.
So it's sort of a Tracey does retro, but it's retro from the heart style.
It really is.
Yeah.
It is. And the thing is, I'm studying bel canto singing with Graham Clark, and he actually taught Kylie and Danny to sing.
Really?
Yeah. And bel canto is a very disciplined body method of singing. So you usually engage all of your body, and there must be emotional commitment there. Because let's face it, there's a lot of pretty girls out there who can just mime along to a song. Ooh. Well, you know what I'm saying. I think this is about emotional commitment with the songs, and in between there's stories and why they're there. And I'm a comedian, so you're going to laugh anyway. So it's a bit of an up and down thing. But the feedback that we got when we did the shows in July, we just did 4 shows to see how they'd go, and people really loved it. And that's all you can go on if people are enjoying it. And we've got to do it bigger and better. Yeah.
Because don't you find, Trace, I know for me, with these old songs, you hear them on the radio and you just remember where you were. So it really is a memory thing.
Oh, yeah.
And you remember someone that you were snogging at the time, or some little drama at school.
Well, I was going to do a Partridge Family song, but we're going to leave that for the next time.
Oh, no.
Oh, some of those Partridge Family songs.
Oh, no, please. Oh, stop it. So, and then what else is coming up? You're doing the show, you're on BTV, you're still on Fox?
Still on Fox, yeah. We're videoing this show.
Yeah. There's a bloody truck. Oh, it's in memory of Ron Lang.
Oh, God, I didn't even know Ron had dropped off the perch.
No.
Bloody hell. We're filming this show, and we're audio filming it too. So we're releasing the CD and the video sometime next year. There's a couple of telly things on the boil. Everyone says that, but I'm very excited. And we want to tour this show as well, but I mean, because of my radio commitments, I can't do that right now. So we'll try and work something out for, I don't know when we can do that.
So for all the queens at home, what does Kylie wear in the morning?
She turned up today in a pair of jeans and a little jumper and this really cute little necklace thing, and she looked too fucking gorgeous. She just looked great. She did. But because we've had her in a few times now, she was a bit more perky, and she didn't have the entourage today, so she was much more relaxed. And
she's heaven.
But it's amazing, the accent. She's from Burwood, and she's saying, well, we thought we'd do Dancing Queen because it's like, bloody Olivia Newton-John's lived in America for 20 fucking years, and she still talks like us.
She still has a bit of stride.
Yeah, whereas Kylie's, she's very Chelsea now.
With a full bladder. We can even root with a full bladder. Men can't. Is that for me? But it never is.
Come and see the show. I promise you'll have a good time.
You'll have a fabulous time. It's on at the Comedy. It's Tracey, and like I said, Trace, nice bod. Tracey, thank you for this morning.
Oh, thanks a lot.
But you were up early anyway, you bitch. I had to get up for this.
Bloody lunchtime. It's breakfast. It's tea time for me.
It was the wonderful Tracey Bartram, and Tracey, we'll see you soon.
Bloody oath.
Luck with the show.
Okay. Bye.
Ooh, well. Very sexy, thank you. Well, there you go.
Was that great or what?
That was tragic.
Queer zone where it's all happening.
Yep, well, back from Tracey Bartram, and I think Linzi's still on cloud 9 after that interview.
She floats, not walks.
Well, I mean, with that, we're going to be slowly cutting to a very nice, interesting
Our favourite
break.
31 advertisement.
See you soon when we come back. Well, g'day, we're back from the break already, and Sarah's busily colouring in something.
With pink.
With Texas. Now, we promised you cartoon extravaganza, and especially something that included a calendar, and we have this for you. So have a bit of a zoom in on that. Okay, have a nice look at that. Have a good look. Come right in, that's the way. Can we see that? Okay, now here we've got today Club Love Kitten, which is going to be quite interesting. And we've got the actual artist who did this, Sven, formerly known as Steve, the artist. Would you like to talk to us a bit about
This lovely calendar.
And we've also,
I'm having a blast
I've
colouring
got to say too, we've also got Doug here, who's come along to explain this. So I might just hand this over to you and talk about it a bit.
The calendar.
The calendar.
Well, this is the calendar.
Great.
I drew this from cover to cover.
Okay.
And Doug is the producer of this venture.
Okay.
We have included all the gay dates of
Okay.
parties that we could confirm.
Okay.
All the drags,
well, I mean,
drag
I-
queens' birthdays,
Oh,
also included.
So that's all in the calendar. But what is Club Love Kitten? Like, what's it all about?
The cartoon strip Club Love Kitten
Okay.
is about a gay guy who looks something like Bart Simpson and something like me, sort of.
Okay, a mixture in between both. Yeah.
And
Okay.
he's single, and he's meeting all sorts of folk, from drag queens to leather queens to boys to everyone that we meet on a natural level.
So it kind of portrays somewhat the gay male life, going out, clubbing, meeting.
Yeah, what it's really like, not what we read about or what they portray in Hollywood, but what it's really like, you know.
Or at least the fantasy version that we'd all like it to be.
Okay, I see.
I noted
like it
some
not
of
to
that.
be.
I noted some of the dreams in there,
Some
reality
of the dreams.
dreams.
Yeah, the
So
reality
these
dreams.
characters, I mean, you said it was a bit like yourselves, and I was just wondering, you know, is it very personal, or is it something that's quite close to your heart?
Well, there are some people in here that will go oh, as soon as they read things, but of course it's pure fantasy. This is fantasy world, cartoon land, gay cartoon land. So
Most
in
of
here is
the
real.
characters have come from those scenes and events and experiences that have been going on in most club land, so that's why they call it Club Love Kitten.
Okay.
People that I know, drunken conversation, experiences of my own, experiences of other people.
So all of this is basically cartoons that you've sort of done over this time, and you sort of compiled them into a calendar that you've got here.
Well, actually, I stockpiled cartoons for about a year
Okay.
and thought, I'm just going to hit the market with one big dose of Love Kitten.
Right.
And
And you have.
about June, I decided I'm going to do a calendar. And lo and behold, this is it.
Well, I was just interested because, I mean, you do get sort of cartoon strips and stuff. What would you say are some of the special characteristics about this particular character? And
Well, the fact of the matter is, I meet a lot of people in day-to-day life.
Okay.
And yes, anyone else? You need another colour.
I love
the
it.
colour of
Pink's
wine.
running.
I like this one. I like this one here.
This is the best thing about this too. I just love this.
It's colouring.
Who's
Fine
got the
holiday
pink?
fun.
Who's got the pink?
Did you hear?
Oh, sorry.
I like this pink.
My bad.
It's all right, I'm not going to colour in, I've drawn enough.
The whole thing.
Did you hear about the gay magician?
Oh,
Oh.
that's.
That's quite camp.
Well, I was looking through that. It's got some great gags in it. I mean, it's a great sense of humour. Lots of them.
Very
Little trivia, little things that friends have said to me along the way, I'll say, can I use that? Yep,
Yeah.
cool.
I like the glamour mist.
Hold it up to maybe that camera over there. We'll have a good look
we
at
got
that.
Glamour mist. That's Miss Kenny up there. Just running down here, we can zoom in there.
Yeah, on your Candy, baby. Hi, Candy.
No, would you say
Lots
that
of glamour mist.
would you say the calendar is actually like just for gay audiences specifically, or?
Well, straight girls seem to find it fascinating, and they love it, love it, love it.
Okay.
I've known a few straight men that are quite, you know, impressed by it, even though, but cool straight men. You know the, you know.
So basically, people who are friends of
People that know gay people
understand.
will be able to understand.
It's a large dose of gay culture on a slightly camp variety.
And I mean, not just that. I mean, I was noticing it's got all this sort of astrological stuff, all this quirky sense of humour thing.
Yeah, tell us about the apocalyptic thing. I thought that was very funny.
That was actually the last thing that went on the calendar. I rang Corey the Moon Man, who did the Moon Guide, and he told me that he was reading the Woman's Day, and there was a thing in there from Athena the Star Woman about possible apocalypse on the 11th of August next year. And so on the day before that, I put a little note, better get a route that night, because we may not be here the next day.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. I mean, it is really quite funny. I'm just looking through it. I mean, today was the first time I had a good look at it, and maybe we should just have a look at some of the images in there. I mean, we've got some on the walls up here, perhaps. We should have a look at some of those.
And maybe while we look at that, tell us a bit about how the idea came about and what sort of purpose, contention you're trying to put across with the calendar.
Well, I guess the idea is that, well, I feel that Australia and our gay lifestyle here, we're like gay neighbours. We've got it all. Compared to the rest of the world. We've got it all, and I just want us all to unite under one calendar. So this is a nationwide calendar. There's an Australia-wide venue guide in the back, so that you can see every gay venue that we could muster up on one page, and that's by Daisy, a friend of mine who did that. Hi, Daisy.
It's great graphics. Credit for the drawing.
Yeah, he's a bit of a talent, isn't he? So I've had help. I've linked up with everybody that I know and asked them to join in with me and help me make this happen, and it's happened.
We've also got a website for it as well.
Oh, unreal.
And, Miss Jane has helped us out very much on that, and that's going to be enlarged soon. So
Not the Miss Jane, not the Miss Jane.
It's very much the calendar for your life. I mean, looking through
Survival guide for the year.
if
All
anyone,
the party dates are in there.
Do we have a URL that we can go to? Or
If
site
anyone's
address?
Yes, it's on the back of the calendar. toyboxstudios.com.au/love kitten HTML.
well, guys, thank you very much for coming to talk about this. Now, if you see this around, have a look. Make sure you buy it. You won't regret buying this fantastic calendar. Thanks, guys.
Sponsored by
Thanks,
Ben
Doug.
TV.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, excellent.
That's me.
And we're talking books. It's open page with Linzi.
It is open page time. Do you want me to start, or are you guys going to
We'd
take
like to
it
see
away?
what you've got there, because I can see
You'd
you've
like-
got some fabulous books there.
Well, of course. Now, I'm unashamedly going to say that I didn't read this. Which camera do I point this at? That one there. Thank you, Jason. It's tiny. Fabulous. Now, I have to admit, I haven't read this because it's a biog, but it has some fabulous pictures of the woman herself, Alanis Morissette.
We love Alanis Morissette.
Oh, and she's just heaven. I mean, she's got guts. She's got one hand in her pocket and the other one on a cigarette or something. And there's a fabulous coffee. You know I'm into coffee table books. I can't resist it, because if you have a coffee table book, you can always judge the personality of your friends.
Okay.
That's what I have found, except when they pick up your little catechism from when you were a Catholic. That's always a while. But Alanis fans have probably seen this, read it, and waiting for the next one. But it really is worthwhile. So get a hold of it if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be
so-
a bit concerned seeing that in someone's desktop. I would possibly think that they might be a bit angst-ridden and maybe manic depressant.
I guess it is one of those books, Jason, that if you need a bit of angst, I mean, she's put the words to her songs here, so you can just
They're
yell
not
around the
particularly
house.
uplifting songs either.
No, well, I don't know. My name is Alanis. I'm just 16, so give me a break. I'm no disco queen, hey? So
We love a
sad.
disco queen.
I do love a disco queen. Now, have you guys got something for me, perhaps?
I've got two special books here.
Oh, well.
I'll hold them up to Tony. I've got The Rough Guide to Greece.
The Rough Guide?
The Rough Guide, and I've got The Rough Guide to Italy.
I think Greece would be a lot more rougher than Italy.
Well, so would I. You know, how do you separate two Greek men? We actually make a mention here. They actually have specific gay and lesbian mentions. In Greece, it's still against the law, homosexuality.
Really? I find that hard to believe, because that's...
But they also make an exception and talk about Mykonos, which is apparently the biggest gay resort destination in Europe, of course.
Why is it called the Rough Guide to Italy? I mean, it is a smooth cover. I mean, I feel like there's nothing rough about this. I mean, what?
And are the men smooth in Italy or in Greece, or are they rough?
Do they like to shave more or something? Or?
Well, I don't know. Some of the Greek men I've seen down the beach have been pretty hairy. You know.
Yeah.
But is it my turn again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm unashamedly. I think I've done this one before on an open page, but I cannot help but I mean, these two are just gorgeous. I believe
I
they've
could
been
just not
touring.
imagine waking up between those two hideous things.
When was the last time you had the back of your leg slapped like that?
I know.
It is just heaven. Actually, the thing about this book that I really like, and a friend was over the other night, and the acknowledgements are just too much. They are really, really funny. And as Clarissa says in the acknowledgement, she doesn't mind being big and fat, but when she's called a lady, it's like being called a public... It's me again. Now, this one has actually been around for a while as well, Gay and After. And look, I have to be really honest, I did read a little bit of this, and I find these books, they're informative, but I find them a little bit depressing because, I mean, for me, I've never had a problem about being gay. I was
likewise as well.
Yeah,
so.
I was just born out, and I was reading it actually when he criticised the Pet Shop Boys. I just thought, well, how dare you? But
criticising the Pet Shop Boys, that's sacrilege.
I know it's sacrilege, so that was it. I threw it under the sofa, and that's where it stayed. But a friend of mine read it, and she found it heaven, and she said, yeah, she didn't know what my problem was with it. But I just find books like this are depressing. But it is a nice cover again. I do like covers. I always like talking about covers of books.
What's on the cover?
I don't know, but it's effective.
Looks like a boy. I think it's a boy in a wig.
It's a sepia cover, which again looks very nice on one's coffee table. Now, we have a competition, I believe, too, don't we?
A competition we do.
About these. Yeah. Yes, now, if because we talked about Alanis Morissette this evening, ring Beat TV officers, and if you can tell us, like, you know, the one I've got one hand in my pocket and the other hand doing, the most creative answer to that wins these two books. So I've got one hand in my pocket and the other hand... How about Andy Warhol, JJ?
Andy Warhol, oh yeah, I've got him down here.
We have time for him, because he's my very favourite man of all time.
He was a bit of a tripper in the 60s, eh?
He was. Now, I have actually reviewed From A to B and Back Again, which is a fabulous book. Andy actually wrote that. This is by, what's his name, Fred whatever, who was... Andy Warhol's closest friend. Oh, look, there's a bound thing in there. So we have read a lot of this one. But this one actually belongs to a friend of mine. He'll be really pleased to see it. And we both love Andy. It's again one of those books. It is heavy going because there's so much information. But get into it. If you love Andy, you'll just get so much out of this. And no viewer, you can't have this one. So there you have it, Andy. Okay. It's been a really good cross section, hasn't it? Really?
Most definitely. Some good reading there.
Yeah. I'll have to bring in. Well, we could review our diaries next week, or a pamphlet from the local takeaway store.
The menu, definitely.
The menu, yeah. So I think we're getting a wind up.
We are.
Well, did anybody notice that I disappeared just then? I'm a bit shocked by that, but I'm back, and I wanted to say that was a great open page segment, and thank you very much for all those involved. We love the book reviews, don't we, guys?
Oh, absolutely. God, I wouldn't know what to read if I didn't see that.
Yes.
But, yeah, I mean, except this, of course, which is, of course, the calendar, which we just had on.
And Travis and I are trying to win a contest next year they're going to have for the best coloured-in calendar. So we're getting started early.
Busily colouring in. That's the trick, busily.
Yes, so give me the green.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. Oh, great, pink.
Now, stick around. Remember all the important information that you got tonight, especially Thursday night. What's on this Thursday? Don't forget.
The fundraiser.
Which is it's going to be so great. Every fundraiser we have for this station just goes off.
Absolutely, and it's a $1 coin donation, so be there or be square, help out Bent.
And new volunteers, come on.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Even if we've never seen you before, you're more than welcome. So we'll see you at the Glass House.
And next week,
See you later.
Quiz Zone.